All right, y'all, welcome back. I feel like I haven't been in front of the camera in way too long, but here we are back at home doing a review. Sorry for the lack of content lately. I'm also sorry for the lack of hunting videos lately. I can tell those of y'all's favorite style of content that I've been posting, and gonna have to get back on the horse with that, do a little bit more hunting probably next week. I'm either gonna shoot Dallas or Sherman. Probably Dallas though, just because it's kind of a bigger city, cool, interesting place to hunt. I'm really disappointed that while I was in New York, I didn't get a hunting video out, but it is what it is. I think that would have been an interesting one for y'all to see. It's not really a good place to buy, but there's not one bottle that you could possibly be looking for that you're not gonna find in New York. You're just gonna hate the prices. The prices are absolutely insane there. So yeah, I wish I would have gotten a hunt done there, but didn't get it done. Been really lacking on content lately. Went to New York, came back, got COVID, was sick for a week. And I literally just had my first glass of whiskey in probably like a week and a half. Yesterday or the day before? So kind of just been trying to focus on my health, get myself healthy going into the summer. Still, the content's gotta keep trucking. So got a great bottle here with Hardins Creek, 17-year distillate from Jim Beam. Really interesting story about this one. The last hunt that I did out in Fort Worth, I went to La La Liquor out there and I bought some stuff. I was filming, talking with the owner, and this was actually a gift from him to me. So was super pumped to be able to get this. I've been wanting to review it for a minute now, and here we are now with this review. We've been letting it open it up for probably about 10 minutes. As you can see here, a lot smaller of a bottle than we're used to on the channel. Normally used to having a pretty tall bottle over here next to my face, but got a little guy here today. He's a 200 milliliter. I think they make up to 750 milliliters in these. I'm not 100% sure. The story behind these bottles is they're kind of a limited edition Hardins Creek. So you've got the Clermont, and then there's a few other location-based bottles, different locations in Kentucky where they've created different versions of this high age stated Jim Beam distillate. This is 110 proof, and like I said, 17 years that can drive a car. That makes this the oldest whiskey in my collection and also the tiniest. So let's get into it as usual. Rank the nose, rank the palate, give it a final score, and see what we think of it. I've only poured this one time and it was a really tiny pour. Like I said earlier too, just getting back into tasting and drinking whiskey again after COVID, which is notorious for taking your senses away from you. So kind of try to just edge my way back into to everything lately. So yeah, let's check it out. Give it a try on the schnoz. Wow. Okay, so this is like one of the first whiskeys that I've really, I never really understand the medicinal cherry note or whatever. Like I understand cherry sometimes, but like not the medicinal. This is like a little bit of like a medicinal cherry on the nose. Obviously pretty heavy oak with 17-year age statement. A little bit of vanilla and honestly a decent little bit of ethanol. So I really do like it. It's interesting. Man, it's pretty medicinal though. Medicinal cherry is the main note on the nose for me. I don't know. I like it. I'm not in love with it. Give me a little bit of slack too if you have this bottle and you love it, the nose on it, because still getting my senses back a little bit here. It's good though. I definitely like it. Pretty good. vanilla, oak. I gotta say, this is pretty tough coming back from COVID, not really drinking much and hopping straight into reviewing a 17-year whiskey because I feel like I can't go too low, but I also don't really know if I'm loving what I'm smelling. I don't know if that makes any sense. Huh. Between like an 8.6 and 8.7, I think. Yeah, pretty solid. I don't know. I think that medicinal cherry is like just throwing me off a little bit. I don't know if that's like my favorite note. I'm gonna give it an 8.7 on the nose. It's not my favorite, but it is really solid. So palate. Oh my gosh. Brother, I love this. I don't even really know what to say. The palate blows the nose out of the water on this one. It's definitely very oaky. If you're into that, you'd like this, but it's not like super dark oak. It's like kind of almost like an oak light. Like it's got the heavy oak flavoring, but with like a light, like it's like pretty well balanced. Like it's like a lighter, it doesn't hit you right in the mouth with the oak. It's kind of like I don't know, maybe like an American light whiskey type of oak where those are like super heavily aged. It's definitely a little darker than that, obviously, but it's not like a highly age stated Jack, like the Jack 12, where it's like that dark oak flavor. It's sweet on the nose. I mean, holy cow. It is so much oak though that I will say it's hard to like really pick out a lot of other notes outside of the heavy, just tastes like you're licking the inside of the barrel. That's insane though. I do not remember it tasting this. I guess my taste buds are back because I do not remember it tasting this good. First time I tried it and it was, maybe it opened up a bit. I don't know. Yeah, I'm very stunned at how good this one is. This is definitely something that you're not wanting to have like, I mean, it's 17-year Jim Beam. You're not gonna like just like crack open this 200 milliliter, especially if you only got 200 milliliters of it and just be like, I think I'm gonna sip on this all night. Like this is more of like a one glass of it every now and then type of flavor because the oak is heavy, but it's also, like I said earlier, it's like very prominent, but it's light, oak light. Wow. Proof point is perfect too. I love 110 proof. I think for me now, the sweet spot at proof wise is like, I think when you like really start drinking whiskey, you start to like kind of become a bit of a proof hound, and you like really enjoy those like nuclear bottles, like hazmats, and below, a little bit below that. Like I for a long time, I just was like huge fan of as high as it can possibly get percentage wise of those Jack Daniels single barrels. I think like 110 to 120 though is like the sweet spot, anywhere in that range. Dude, this is good. It lasts for days too. Goodness gracious. Has a tiny bit of like a rich chocolate note on the back end. The front end of the palate is literally just oak bomb in your face. Like it is straight up oak. Goodness gracious, I really like this. Dude, I think the lowest I can possibly go, I'm gonna take one more sip and I'll rank it, but I think it's in the 9s for sure. Oh man, a little bit of dill almost. I think 8.7 actually is a pretty damn good ranking for that nose, because like just the palate just blows it out of the water, the nose. Oh my goodness. I gotta say, it's hard for me not to go pretty high on this. I love this one. Yeah, I'm going 9.3 on the palate. I mean, I really like it. I think it's just like on the lower half of the 9s probably. 9.3 on the palate. It's a banger score. Much better than honestly I thought it was gonna do. Not because I don't like Jim Beam, not because I think 17 years is too overly oaked, mainly because I don't remember it tasting like that first crack. And also from the nose, like I don't know. The nose kind of fooled me there. I like it a lot. Wow. So that leaves us at what, a 9.0 final score? Yeah, so let's talk value. If you're nice to a store owner, this bottle's free. I'm just kidding, that was the luckiest pull I've ever gotten in my entire life so far. With whiskey, hands down. So clearly, like I said earlier, this was a gift from a store owner to me. I think the box set for these, for the 200 milliliters, is like 180 bucks, which I guess that would price that out at this out at 60 bucks, right? I don't know though. I feel like if you find like single bottles of it outside of the box set, they're gonna be like over 100 bucks each for a 200 milliliter even. I think the 750 is 170 retail. So I guess we'll kind of base it off of that price, 170 for a 17 year. It's not bad at all. At least in my opinion, for like a legit 17-year whiskey. This isn't like the 17-year ALW from Penelope, which I think is like 120 even. So yeah, I mean 17 years you're gonna have to pay for a decent amount for. But yeah, let's talk value on, I guess from the 170 price point, we'll talk about value on. Do I think a 750 milliliter of this is worth $170? Yes. It's even better free, but not gonna happen more than likely. This for 170, if it was a 750, I would pay all day that price, especially to have this like for a longer period of time than obviously what a 200 milliliter is gonna last me. In my opinion, it definitely passes the value test with flying colors. For me, this is one of the coolest gifts I've honestly probably ever been given by that store owner. Shout out to La La Liquor. They were probably my favorite store I visited in Fort Worth. So that or the mom and pop I visited right after. Just really cool people at both spots. So if you're in the Fort Worth area, go check both of those out. Do not expect them to give you a Clermont for free just because I got one. Well, you gave Sean from Tater Pours a free one. Don't do it, please. I guess what would I pay for this specific little guy again? I think I'd pay like 60, 70 bucks probably. Yeah, it's a really cool bottle to have on the shelf. Even the little guy, like the little guy is so cool looking. Doesn't look like anything I've got on the shelf. It's the oldest whiskey I have on the shelf. So yeah, really cool bottle to have. Once again, sorry for the lack of content lately. Probably gonna be putting a lot more effort into reels in the next couple weeks. Also gonna do some hunts. Gonna probably do one next week and we'll figure out where we're going from there. Kind of just flying by the seat of my pants, especially after getting COVID. Kind of just threw me for a whirl as far as my schedule goes with everything on the channel. But here we are, we're back at it like a crack addict. Thank y'all for all the support so far. Thank y'all for subscribing to the channel. And thank y'all for all the positive feedback. I've loved starting this channel. I'm gonna continue to do it, continue to grow it, and continue to grow the collection. Any preferences you guys have as far as the content that I make goes, let me know in the comment section going forward. It's super helpful. It's also just fun interacting with y'all, so let me know, and hope y'all enjoyed watching this one, and as always, have a great night.